Hey guys, welcome back to One Told Self. Today I'm going to review the new NECA The Boys figures. Now, these figures, particularly Homelander, have been criticized a lot, and I could see why. But no matter how much criticism he gets, I was still going to pick these figures up no matter what. I love Garth Ennis. I've never read The Boys comic books, but one of my favorite Punisher storylines or story arcs or runs is the Ennis. Punisher Max run. So I'm a fan of his, and I fell in love with the show. I can't wait for season 3. The show is just awesome. I think it stands out more than a lot of the influx of superhero movies slash TV shows that we've gotten. So before we get into this, let's talk about this. I don't think NECA put in their full talent on this. I think it was kind of like in the back burner. I think they're focused on other things like Ninja Turtles and things like that, because there are a lot of things they could have done better. Maybe even the best part about these figures is the packaging. So let's take a look at this packaging. Of course, it's kind of like any other Ultimate action figure here. They got nice artwork here of the figure, little description here about Homelander right there. And of course, Starlight. Very cool that they're unique to every character. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Not sure why they chose Starlight in the first wave. I would have gone like Homelander and Butcher. But whatever. It's cool packaging. Now let's look at the figures. Now, like I said, I was going to pick these up no matter what, even though I already have the Mafex, however you say it, Homelander figure already pre-ordered from Hobby Lake Japan along with the Butcher. So I didn't really care. I was going to get this anyway. I'll have 2 versions. Doesn't matter to me. That's fine. So let's take a look at Starlight first. Basically, because she is probably the better of the 2 figures. Let's take a look. So here is Starlight. I like the texturing they have on the hard plastic and the leather, or not leather, I'm sorry, the plastic here of her skirt. The details are really nice all around, and the texture is consistent all around. They do have a soft goods cape, which has looks great, flows perfectly. Let's look at the articulation. She can move this much up on her torso, that much down. She could look not that much up because of the long hair, and that much down because of the long hair. And of course, if you move her hair, you can move all around. She does have good paint apps and good details, because this kind of pops out here, and so does her necklace. They're not just painted on. Let's look at other articulation here. Of course, she can move her elbows all around. They did this weird double jointed elbows thing that I've never really liked that they do, but I mean, I guess that's okay, right? It just kind of looks weird, like extended long elbows when you move it like that. Same thing here, but we could deal with this a little more because her boots kind of hide the articulation of the knee there. She can move that much out because of her skirt, double jointed knees. I think there's no thigh swivel, but that's okay. And then, of course, the boots, which kind of makes it hard for her to stand because they're kind of like wedge heels or whatever. But the boots look awesome. They look like real boots with her little emblem and everything like that. Let's look at Starlight's accessories. Let me see if I could stand her up. There you go. So her accessories, and being Ultimate figures, I also think NECA could have put a lot more stuff in these figures. I've seen a bunch of their Ultimate figures that they come with a lot more accessories than these 2 figures have. So I kind of don't mind the price point, but at the same time, I think we should get a little more for it. But let's look at the other accessories here. Starlight comes with her normal face, which is a pretty good head sculpt because it looks like the actress. Okay, I don't remember her name, the actress's name, but this one is kind of when she has her powers on, right? So she only comes with 1 alternate head, but she also comes with these interchangeable forearms. Maybe her hands were too small to make them, but she has closed fists and the open fist that she has in the figure right here. So let's take a look at Homelander, man. This guy is getting criticized by a lot of people, and I want to defend it, but I just can't. I mean, look at this. I still think he's a cool figure, don't get me wrong, but look at this body. He just looks too wide here. Anthony Starr, the actor, is not a wide guy like this. And I was a little upset there's no ab crunch at all. Like, it looks like he's on a lower ball joint on his waist, but you can't really move him forward at all or back, okay? So his articulation on his torso is not up to par for my liking. Of course, you can move his arms right around, but you can't really move them upwards out because of the little eagle emblems, which I understand that. Again, he has double jointed elbows, but again, they're the weird double jointed elbows. But the detail is cool. I like the texture all around. I really dig when toy companies do that. Again, he has the cloth cape, which is awesome. It's so weird liking Homelander since he is just an awful person, but I just love the depth of his character there. Let's look at the lower body articulation. He can move that much up, that much back, double jointed knees, and I love his boots. And they knocked it out of the park with these boots and also Starlight's boots with the emblem. Everything's engraved. So in that aspect, they did really well. Now, here's another gripe that I have. He comes with 2 more heads. Let's look at one of the alternate heads. Is this one. Let me focus on that real quick. Okay, it looks the same. I mean, the eyebrows are a little different here and his hair's a little different, but if you're going to give us an alternate head, give us another expression, right? Anthony Starr, he looks scary when he grinds his teeth. And I want that head. This looks like him, but not really. I mean, they could have done better. We've seen NECA do better. Okay? Let's look at his other accessories. One of the other alternate heads, it looks like it's the same face. It's exactly the same, but you could put his laser effect in here. This is cool. I like this a lot. This is what I want here. Okay? Ultimate figures like this. So that just looks cool, right? This is probably how I'll display him because the other head sculpts are just awful. I'll probably have him on a flight stand or something like this somewhere, like lasering someone or lasering Starlight or something like that. Oops, that fell off. Okay. So let's look at the size comparisons on these guys. And I really thought NECA, when I saw that they were doing Homelander, I thought they were going to use the same like body mold or buck as they did the Phantom. Also Flash Gordon, the Green Lantern one. I really like that body sculpt. I wish they'd use it more, but I guess it's a little cartoonish for something that's supposed to look more realistic. Okay, but this is how the size comparison matches up between these figures. Let's look at them next to some other figures. Let's look at him next to our standard Marvel Legend Moon Knight. Of course, NECA's going to be a little bit taller. They're more of a 7-inch scale when they do their Ultimate figures. And let's look next to the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, so a lot of gripes. Again, it's a good figure. Whether you want to pay the price for it or not, that's up to you. I do think Homelander looks a little awkward right here. His legs look a little short, especially after the knee. Maybe it's the boots, I don't know, but his body does look weird. Starlight is the superior figure here. I just wish they would have done a little more work to make these up to par with their other NECA figures like the Ninja Turtles or the McCready or any of the other Ultimate figures, because I know they could have done a better job. I hope the line continues, and I hope they make improvements here. But I was going to get these other way. I think they're cool. I can't wait to display them right now. Thanks for watching, guys.